How's it going? As you can see, not in the usual nice backdrop of being on my porch because I'm traveling and I'm currently in Amarillo, Texas in a hotel room. And I do help out the show this weekend, West Texas Showdown. I don't really know where to look right now. But anyways, the show must go on, and I'm going to keep up on these Q&A videos every Friday. So make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and actually share them. Today, the question is how to fix stability in the Circus Dumbbell, but I'm just going to say some general tips for training the Circus Dumbbell. For the actual technique, you can go and watch my other video, which will be linked in the description. But the Circus Dumbbell is different than a lot of the other events in strongman, like log or axle press, etc., because it's all about positioning, being able to hold it, in the right position on your shoulder and having it be stable. You see, like a lot of people when they start, they get it here and it wants to dip down, and they can't just lock it in and keep it in that position. So it's a lot of stability, and then holding that position, then the stability, and then when they get it overhead, it's long. There's a bunch of weights on the end. If it's filled with sand or it has loose plates, which always happens, it shows. It's going to be one side or the other. So it's kind of like, it's like a throw and a catch more than a press. Of course, it still takes strength, but, it's a lot of the time, some of the best log pressers get beat by other people in the Circus Dumbbell. We take Zydrunas, for example, especially a few years back. He got beat by, people like Derek Poundstone, who's of course a great presser, but his log's not comparable to Zydrunas, but he just had the Circus Dumbbell figured out. So the main thing is just finding that right rack position, and then when you catch it overhead, being stable. And the main thing you're going to want to do is you really need to work your upper back and your rear delts. I think I say that every video, but those are areas that are commonly underworked and not thought about. So lots of face pulls, rear delt flies, any sort of row, etc. All the same exercises I've mentioned plenty of times. If you have trouble holding this rack position, I actually start off my clients and I suggest to not even worry about the press, but just bring the dumbbell up to where you want it on your shoulder, and then keep your opposite hand there, and then take it away and try to hold that isometrically for 5 to 10 seconds at a time until it feels locked in place. And that's actually, it's going to burn your shoulder. Really, it's going to feel a nice burn in there because it's a lot harder than you think. And then on the stability, what I like to do is I tell everyone to hold their lockouts for 3 to 5 seconds at the top. I see a lot of people, even myself in the past, train the Circus Dumbbell, and they just kind of go up and then down. That'll never count in a show. You need to show control for the judge to give you a down command. So just hold your position tight, active, and hold it up there. Especially like on the last rep, hold it to failure if you're doing a set of 5 or something. So yeah, if you have trouble with stability, the best thing you can do is to try to maintain that stability longer, even at sub-maximal weights. The other thing I've been putting in for a lot of clients is the bottoms-up kettlebell press. What that means is that you're grabbing a kettlebell from the handle, and then you have the bell end up here, and then you're just going to press it overhead, and it's going to be really hard to, it actually improves your wrist stability a lot, which is another problem I see people have on the Circus Dumbbell is they'll go and their wrist wants to, twist to the side, and they can't maintain that. Of course, you want to really wrap your wrist tight with a wrist wrap so you can cheat, because cheating's awesome. Anytime we can just use any sort of equipment to make us better versus actually getting stronger and actually working on technique, I'm all for it. It's a sport. I'm half sarcastic right now, but yeah, the bottoms up kettlebell press, you're just gonna feel that, really trying to fight your shoulder. It's really gonna try to fight for control as you do it, and you want to do it nice and slow, and you'll probably hate it. And this is not something you need to go heavy on at all. Similar to just improve general overhead stability and upper back strength, I really like overhead yoke walks, just barely squatting a yoke up and then walking for, I don't like sometimes 50 feet, but more along like 25 feet. This will also help your log press. It's going to make all that stuff back there a lot stronger. That's about it. Also, waiter's walks can work, or walk around with a circus dumbbell above your head. Just don't drop it on it. Any other questions, feel free. Email me, kalebeck@startingstrongman.com. I'll cover your questions. Thanks for listening to me ramble in a hotel room. Kind of tired, long day of travel, but hopefully next week, back on my porch. See ya.